what happens when somebody comes in for a breast prosthesis and mastectomy bras and the fitter and the client disagree on sizing? Hi, I'm Sherry from Twin Sisters Mastectomy Boutique. And sometimes this happens where somebody will come in and they'll be like, I know these sizes match, but I actually want to go a size smaller. And if that's what makes them more comfortable, then that's fine, as long as they're aware that they're choosing something that is one size smaller. And to be honest, nobody's probably going to notice. I am staring and measuring. But if anybody else is noticing, then they need to buy you dinner. So something happened this week, which was quite interesting. I had a client come in who I've seen maybe, I don't know, a few years ago, and she came in for a replacement breast prosthesis and mastectomy bras. And as is life, she was no longer the same size. Now you can be the same weight and redistribute your weight to different places, but she was very adamant that she wanted the same bra size and the same breast prosthesis size. And she wasn't the same size. Her bra size needed to be 2 sizes bigger. So I'm gonna just pull a number out. Let's say she was a 40B bra. Well, what she needed was a 44B. And so, but she was adamant, no, I don't want to try that on. I want to try the same size on. And so I pulled out the same size. I pulled out the 40B, which is what she wanted. And we put it on and it was really tight to do it up. And initially she was like, yep, that's fine. But I said, well, here's what I see. You're spilling out here, you're spilling out here. And that's really not a great look. Do you mind if we try one size up? And very reluctantly, she was like, okay, one size up. So we put on one size larger, which would be a 42B. And it was definitely much better. Still one size too small, but she wasn't falling out here. It wasn't as lumpy at the back, and it was more comfortable for her. And she said, okay, yeah, that's fine. And here's the thing to keep in mind as well. And I explained this to her. If you have one manufacturer, company, I don't know, XYZ, there's no standard sizing. So the same company can make a bra that fits you perfectly in a 38B, and another bra by the same company will fit you perfectly in a 40B, and another bra will be a 42B. There's no standard sizing. It depends on the cut, the fabric, the style, all that sort of stuff. And so she was okay with going one size up. When I suggested another size up, absolutely not. She wasn't hearing it. And then it came to her breast prosthesis, and she was wearing a size and she needed to go up one size. And so we put in the next size up, and she goes, yeah, I can see that looks better, but I still want to wear the size I came in with. Fine, no problem. Because here's the thing. I could have, bullied her into getting a bigger breast prosthesis, getting a bra that's, the proper fit, and she would have bought it and she would never have worn it. She would have seen it in her drawer every day and resented it and been uncomfortable, because you're the one wearing it. You're the client, you're the one wearing everything, and you have to be confident in your choices. And if I imposed my choices, even though I think they were better choices, if I imposed my choices over hers, she wouldn't be comfortable. She would be very unhappy. And so one size in the breast prosthesis, no big deal. I think the bra size was a win-win. So she wasn't being strangled by her bra, but she didn't go up 2 sizes. She went up 1 size, and it was okay. So I think that was a really good compromise and a really good win-win. Would I fit somebody in a bra that was, way too small for them? No. Would I fit somebody with a breast prosthesis that was so far off that it was noticeable? No. In those cases, I would say to somebody, you know what? I just don't think I'm the right fitter for you. I don't think I'm going to meet your needs. And here's some suggestions of places that might be able to help you. Because I couldn't in good conscience let somebody go out in something that was just very badly fit and could cause them other problems, I wouldn't do that to somebody. Biomechanical imbalance, and then, very uncomfortable bras that are too tight. No, I'm not going to do that. So this was a good win-win situation. She left really happy and confident in the choices that she made. And I'm confident that I helped her get bras that were much more suitable for her than what she was originally looking for. And I think we've all been in that situation. I know I have, where, you know, I'm going to buy something and somebody has talked me into getting something different than what I wanted. And sometimes that's worked out okay, sometimes not. Sometimes you're going home and you're like, why did I get this? This is not what I wanted. And when it comes to breast prosthesis and mastectomy bras, those are important choices and they're not inexpensive. So it's not like you can just go out and buy another one. Has that happened to you, where you've been kind of bullied into getting what you didn't want? I recently did a video and I talked about a friend of mine who, we were at this little cocktail party and she was telling me that she went all the way to New York to get fit. This was about 15 years ago, to be fit with a special bra fitter. She didn't have cancer, she just wanted this bra fitting. And the woman just basically pulled out a bra, did some measurements, said, this is your bra, and she didn't have a choice. And she was like, I spent all this money and I didn't get a choice, and it was a bad experience for her. And you know, that's no good. And then somebody recently wrote in my comments about how it was her very first fitting, and her first fitter was saying, well, this is what you need. And, you know, the person didn't feel like it was right for them, but she was kind of being bullied into like, this is your only choice. This is the only thing I'm going to fit you with. And she was strong enough to say, this isn't for me. And she went someplace else, which is amazing, because especially in your first fitting, it's overwhelming and it's easily just doing whatever the person says. So for her to have the, you know, wherewithal to go, no, that's not for me, I'm going someplace else. And then she was fitted properly with somebody else, which is great. I'm really happy for her. But not all of us have the clarity in the moment to go, wait, that's not for me. I'm going to go someplace else. So kudos to her. Anyway, let me know if this has happened to you, what the outcome was. Was it good? Was it bad? And don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you soon.